Mind of a man. No. Mind of a man. Mind of a man.
Hey, I wake up in the morning, then I brush my teeth. Mind over me, let's talk what I see. Niggas be here, gotta keep it low key. I don't be having time for no beat.
I gotta get to the tattoo to the cheese.
I got tunnel vision, get into the green. Thank God every day that he chose me. Don't be calling my phone no D&D. If you wanna be with me, you know that I got you. If I call you my family, you know that we love you. Give me a ball, patient like just start joining the winning team. You know that we pop. You know that I'm working, I won't push the clock. I'm gonna break the curse, I ain't never stopped. Do this for my family, I ain't never stopping. I ain't never. This time I never, man. I ain't never. This time I never, man. This time I never, man. Gotta stick to the plan. Gotta get them bands. I don't really want no friends. I came from the bottom. Now I'm the man.
I just find it crazy, like, just one day I just woke up, had this dream, and ever since then I just been taking off. If you got a dream, chase your dream, do what you wanna do. Keep trying, you gonna make it one day.
We talking. Yo, it's your boy Tony D, man, and I'm back up on the scene. Hey, welcome back to another edition of From the Mind of Men. Hey, you know what? Equipment just gonna be doing what it's gonna do today. I got cameras not working. I got lighting failing on me today. So you know what? If you could just look through the holes in the situation and see what we really got going, I'm gonna get this taken care of as soon as I can. But anywho, we back for another edition of From the Mind of Men, man. You know, this is always the place to be where we have a real conversation. Again, trying not to let that distract you because you can see us. Today I got my boy Tyree Dabney, man. What's up with it, guy?
Hey, what's up, my man?
Man, how you been?
Bless.
In that motion, man. It's been a while.
Man, it's
We
been
got-
10 years.
Yeah, we got some catching up to do, fam.
Oh, yeah.
Where you want to start?
So you lead.
You the guest, man. You know, hey, the floor is always open. You can go where you want to take.
Of course.
Because while you talking, I'm gonna be fiddling, man, because that's gonna
Yeah.
bother me on replay.
Yeah.
So do your thing.
Of course, as you know, I am a man of God. I'm a father, a husband, a proud owner of a nonprofit organization, K for Kids. Basically, you know, I just live life.
Yeah.
Just live life to the fullest and try to stay out of the way of the foolishness.
That part, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big because there's a lot of foolishness to get into, man. And I really feel like that as technology advances, things become more accessible for our kids. Because as you mentioned, the father and the kid, man, and I love how these conversations spontaneously spin up. So being a father, back in my day, you know, I'm 49.
Yeah.
A lot of things were supposed to be taught to us digestive wise.
Yes.
Just like a baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A baby starts off on a baby food. Then you start to cut stuff. Then you want to chew stuff up, put it in their mouth, cut small pieces. Then they start getting hand food and such. I feel like a lot of our babes, man, are going straight to state right now, and their bodies can't handle it. That's why we got all the rejection going on in the world.
See, the crazy thing that you say, the stages of life, it comes back to how our kids are trained at home. See, we now have come to this point in life where the government is literally trying to raise our kids. And we have now, as being parents, the parents of the old school, you know, big mama, grandma, you know,
Right.
they gone now.
Yeah.
So those traditions are now faded.
Yeah.
We don't live in because you know we have this thing. We don't want to live in tradition. I don't want to raise my kids the way that I was raised and everything like that. But be honest, some of the things that Big Mama and Grandma and everybody used to do back in the day, they work.
Keep talking.
They work. And the crazy thing about the situation that I learned, because I grew up in the 90s.
Right.
I grew up, you know, I am born and raised. I was born in St. Louis, raised in St. Louis before me, my dad, and my sister transitioned to the suburbs in Chicago. But how St. Louis was back then to how St. Louis is now, I am literally ashamed because it was family oriented. It was love. You know, you had your various areas in life, but you had love. And the love of family has now faded away.
Well, you're absolutely correct. And that all started with us.
Yes.
Once society saw it was acceptable to remove us with no pushback.
Yes.
And y'all know on here, man, we gonna always talk about reflection before deflection. And I've said this several times, man, to where I had a child fresh out of high school. I'm still a little ass dude myself, you know, pardon my French, but I'm telling it like it was. I'm still a baby. You know what I'm saying? Then I had another child before I turned 25, so I had 2 children before what status quo says my brain's supposed to be fully developed. I left kids in uncovered homes. I left their mothers uncovered. But a lot of us don't go back and we really talk about them. I talk to my kids' mom and apologize like, yo, but they understood because they was in the same boat. We literally have babies raising babies. But somehow, some way, we got removed as such a staple point programming. You know, you had All in the Family, Cosby Show. Then you led up to the 90s Roseanne. The role of the father changed. He's big, he's dumb, he's stupid. Then all these other shows, 2.5 Men, and all this stuff steady removed us. And we allowed it. Talk about it, man.
We allowed that. You know, I grew up. The crazy thing about the situation, I'm 36 years old. And it was an urge to understand my family. You know, learning things and everything. And my dad had me out of adultery. Crazy thing is, I was born out of sin. My mom and my dad was not married. My dad was married. He was basically in 2 homes. The crazy thing about the situation, and my dad was a substance abuser and everything, but the crazy thing about the situation was my dad had a home over here. He had a home over there. And me and him, we had a talk about this a couple of months ago, and he still was an active father. My mom passed away when I was 8. My dad took me and my sister.
Shout out to Dad, man.
My dad took me and my sister, and you know, he had his demons that he was doing. He was like, you know what? I can't grow and make a change here. I gotta leave. We left. We went up to the suburbs. I had a great child upbringing, you know, playing sports and everything. I got to see what a 2-parent household looked like in the African American community. I got to see a single white mother raising her kids from my godmother, which my godmother welcomed me into her home, treating me like her son to the day. You know, I lost my god brother and everything. So opioid, you know, addiction, but I got to see what society tried to paint as the truth. But I got to see a whole different side because I was like, wait, you're a single white mother raising kids?
You hear me?
Hey, we've only seen...
or so they say.
You know what I'm saying? So life has taught me and showed me a lot of different dynamics. That's why a lot of people look at me like, you kind of weird. No, it's because God has showed me. Like seriously, and my wife, she be joking. She's like, "Oh, you believe in this?" But I told her, I said, no, God has blessed me
Yeah.
to see multifaceted areas.
Exactly.
So now what the news put out, you can't tell me. You can't tell me that because I've seen it.
Yeah, I got firsthand knowledge.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen, like they try to paint that 90120 situation, kids pulling up and this and that. I've lived those lives. I've experienced being poor, eating pork and beans and hot dogs. I've experienced
beanie weenies.
I've experienced
beanie weenies for the win.
You know what I'm saying? I've experienced warming up hot water to take a bath. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've experienced my life being cut off and everything. But the struggles have made me to what I am now.
Stop there. So one of the things that I feel like nowadays, because again, the last even 10 years of technology, man, have been exponential. It hasn't been a step, it's been leaps.
Yes.
But comes with that is a responsibility.
Yes.
Because back in the day when we got the Nintendo or the first Sega, we either had to make sure we got good grades, we had to make sure we did our chores, we had to make sure we didn't get suspended. We had to put work into that. I feel like nowadays, a child getting a phone at 7, 12 and 13 with a $1,500, even if that old, with a $1,500 gaming system or computer, we not teaching that responsibility. We just shoving stuff in front of their face.
But see, now this is the thing. There's something that I had to learn. We're shoving it in front of their face because now you're not dealing. I don't have to deal with it. I know you're in the house.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own thing in the house.
Hey.
So now
there'll be a clip.
Now I'm letting GTA raise my son. I'm letting Real Housewives of Atlanta raise my daughters.
Or baddies. And as we're speaking, we're not speaking against. What we're simply saying is, as we said in the beginning, we got to start giving our children stuff that's digestible. But now the internet is showing them sex and same sex and all this before we've even had a chance to rap with them because
and man, oh my Lord, my kids, we've changed what they watch. So one day I was watching one of the little cartoons with my son, Nickelodeon. And I didn't think of none of it based on what, the scandals came out on it. So I'm watching it with my son and I'm like, wait. Same daddies? Whoa, wait, hold up. Wait. Hey, all due respect, I understand that, but you got to turn that off.
Yeah.
And my son is only 9 years old. So he was looking at me like, what? But
you gotta be a good steward.
I had to let him understand what they're showing you is not what daddy believe in. That's what they believe in. That's what they want to.
It's like they're making them pre-choose.
And that's my thing.
This is what the cartoon says, so this is what I have to be.
Exactly. So now we're wondering why our generations are operating the way they are. Is because God is challenging parents to be parents now. It's a challenge. School systems are challenging parents to be parents.
Indeed. Because
I came back here my senior year. I had to finish off my senior year. This was where I experienced. My dad didn't have no say so in the rest of my senior year. Everything was like, oh, hey, Tyree, wait, don't my parents? Oh no, don't worry about your parents have to sign it.
Yeah.
And I said, wait.
I
know I'm a senior, but I'm still a child. Why are y'all communicating with me instead of communicating with the parents?
Because parent-teacher conference you still looking for. They still got to sign me out of school.
But this is great thing is, parent-teacher conference, I never had the experience.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Where's the parent interaction? Yeah, my dad came and enrolled me. He had to do all that. But other than that, there was no interaction with my parents.
It's like autopilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, oh, no. So now that my wife is working at the school and she tells me various things, the parents really not being called.
No.
You're not having no interaction for teacher-parent. And then this is what I have a problem with. You being a parent, you know your kid better than anybody.
Indeed.
You know your kid better than anybody. If a teacher call you and say X, Y, and Z about your kid, it should not be you jumping down your kid's throat. It should be, hey, let me talk to my child. Then we will set up a conference.
Indeed.
Then you gonna have a conversation with that child, and then we'll get an understanding.
And some parents are jumping down the teacher throat.
And that's my thing too.
Like,
you
in
know
front of the child.
Exactly.
Wondering why they wilding out.
We're wondering why the news is portraying our people the way it is because we're creating it. We have literally created our backfall, our downfall, and we're wondering why society is just like,
because people say it takes a village, but when the village steps in, now everybody want to fight the village.
Exactly.
Like, hold on.
Exactly.
I saw your child. We stay on the same block. I seen your child back in the 90s, man. Ooh. I got whoopings till I was about 17. My grandma was from Clarksdale, Mississippi, and we had a mulberry tree in the backyard. So I got switches. Yeah. You hear me? And if I was doing something in the loop or up on Delmar and Hamilton, I didn't have nobody doing. I got to beat them back to the block. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that used to be community. Yeah. Now it's like nobody can tell you about your kid without you getting offended. Yeah. It's like, why we got to blow up so bad? Because you know what your child doing at home.
Exactly.
Like, this behavior. So a lot of this behavior is not outside of the home. No. You know, or inside of the home only. They carry. You see it in the grocery stores. Yeah. You see it at the movies. Yeah. You see it in restaurants.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell you. When me and my wife got together, I went to my mother-in-law and asked my mother-in-law, can her daughter, her 25-year-old daughter, can her daughter be my girlfriend? Her mom looked at me like, wait. And a lot of people gonna look at me like I'm crazy.
Right.
You asked a grown woman, mama, can she be your girl? Let me show y'all. A single mother with a daughter. Her father was not really. So what I seen was that is the number one influencer.
Yeah, indeed.
So I was like, I have to make sure me and her mother's relationship is good in order for me to establish a relationship with her daughter. Yeah. Now I did it in a sense of biblically because it said the man was supposed to ask the father,
right?
Can he have his
daughter?
But in this case, I seen it was the mother. This is just boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. But the reason why I did it is because I knew their relationship is good. I would not have no good relationship with her daughter. Indeed. Because her mother would possibly influence, like, nah, shit, he ain't a good man. Right. So I had to make sure.
You like that? Yeah.
My mother-in-law looked at me like, huh? My daughter grown.
Right. Said, did you ask her first?
Yeah.
Like,
I said, no. I said, I come to you for the respect and the honor. After that, boom. When we got married, I did the same thing. But I also made sure my kids were also included in it.
It's important, man, because a lot of times we make a lot of decisions on life and we don't include our kids. And of course, you know, we talked about on our show once Stay in a Child's Place, but that was for more us as parents. But I feel like we need to include because kids got vibes too with people. Yes. And if they don't vibe with your mate, you are not going to have a peaceful home.
And I'm going to say this because I am a step parent.
Hello. There you go. Talk about it.
A lot of step parents truly have to understand why they have a problem in their relationship is because you never got the respect from the kids. A lot of people may
be just moody and eating snacks.
Look, you mess up the But then also, you never actually set the true right foundation.
Right.
You can't come in and bark orders to some other man's kid.
No way, shape, form, or fashion. That is never gonna go well.
See, for me, I was a stepchild.
Mm-hmm.
My stepmother came in, picked right up where my mother left off, made sure I had nice clothes, shoes. Took me from Marshall Elementary. I went to school Marshall Elementary.
Okay.
I got kicked out of Marshall Elementary because I was going through the hurt and pain of losing my mother, and my stepmother put me in Lyon ABI. Took me from Marshall to a magnet school to make sure I had the good education. But in the midst of all of that, she taught me. So
emotional intelligence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's to a point where being a step parent, you have to. I hate the step attachment. I hate when people say my bonus children.
Yeah.
Those are your children.
Yeah.
See, because when they hear bonus or step, they like,
I added on. Yes, yeah. I'm extra. Yeah. Yes.
And that's included families.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his step. No, that's not.
I care for them. I care for them. I lead them. I groom them.
And that's why I say the unique life that I have, it's multifaceted. So all different eras I've experienced. So I tell people, man, I don't just say things based on me hearing it. No, I say things based on me living.
Yeah.
So in order for me to now make sure my sons and daughters go on to have great lives, I have now been like, hey,
to the best of your ability.
That's my ability. I say, hey, this is this way. I talk to my daughters real.
Yeah.
And I taught my daughters like, hey, this is what a man wants, this is what a man don't want. But more importantly, I set that example.
I have to do it. You got to do it.
I'm dating my daughters. Yeah. I'm going to make sure, I took both of my daughters on a date, and which I haven't done in a couple of years. It's time for me to now take my daughters back on dates. I took my daughters on dates. My sons, I don't know. Hey, look.
We can go catch a game or something.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about the situation, we cannot forget to do those things for our kids. You can't always feed your kids the what they want.
Yeah.
When you steady giving your
kids gotta
what
eat some green beans sometimes. You hear
they
me?
Gotta go back.
They gotta eat some vegetables sometimes.
I'm gonna tell you.
That's a good analogy.
This is something that I thought about that I'm like, I have to get back. Well, my kids don't know nothing about pinto beans, northern beans, pig feet,
pot of beans and some cornbread, fam.
And I thought about that. I was like,
these kids barely eat leftovers nowadays.
I said, you know what? It's time to start to incorporate some of that old school loving, because then they will understand the value of life.
Survival. If I feel like if you can't break life down to what's going to sustain you, because you're so dependent on technology. So right now, if the grid was to go out, how many people have taught their kids, hey, this is how you make? I haven't. Because for some reason, as fathers, we feel like we gonna always be, I can get to it. You know what I'm saying? But as this world, man, is exponentially getting faster and faster, that time is also winding up faster.
Man, I thought about this also. I said, you don't see kids outside playing. I said, I grew up with two hand touch,
mattress, You hear me?
I remember when I tried to learn how to flip, I got my head stuck in between the mattresses. Like, I'll be honest, I was a little Tom Sawyer. I had a vacant house that
everybody to play in the Baco, man. Yes.
And, man, I was telling my kids, they was like, "Why you?" I said, "Yes." Fairground Park.
It was adventure, man.
I said the culture of St. Louis, it's hurting because what the people that grew up in St. Louis in my generation, we grew up on values, but because society and everything in life, and being a man growing up now, it's just looking like, man, how do you now see men 20 years from now? Let's now take what they call these wild men. Y'all now are literally at a point where you are causing your own demise. and
I agree.
erasing your own self.
I agree. I also feel like, honestly, because I got a 17-year-old, but he
Yeah.
always in the crib. Like right now, he at work. He's
Yeah.
never been to a team takeover or none of that foolishness.
Yeah.
But I also feel like because we're 20, 30, possibly years older, we are trying to impart what we think should be the solution without listening.
Yes.
And that's where a lot of that rebel. Oh, OG, man, you got a mortgage.
Yeah.
I'm out here. I ain't even got a place to stay right now. I'm hustling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we do have to go put ourselves, because back in the 90s, I may have been one of the original YNs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about growth and development and moving on and moving forward and learning to sustain life, not just live it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that a lot of our young people, they feel like life, in their head, life is moving so fast, and which it is.
Yeah.
And we have to teach them to slow down and start taking, it's levels to this. Because you can go from here to here, but if there's no substance of foundation, the first rocky moment, they falling like a house of cards.
Yeah.
But like you said, man, too many of us is chasing the bad. Some of us are chasing the opposite sex, looking for happiness that if we don't look within, we never go find it. And a majority of us are trying to give ourselves and a child a life that we really can't afford. But so that's why we work in a job in Amazon. We work in a job in part-time. So
and the crazy thing about the situation, man, at one point in time, I had that mindset: give my kids the life that I didn't have. But then I thought about it. I said, it was the life I was supposed to have. See, a lot of us feel like, man, my life isn't. If you get more than what you can handle,
overflow,
you probably would destroy your own life.
Yeah, indeed.
And some of us are wondering why we're not millionaires, or why God didn't give us the Jay-Z life.
Because we say it all the time. God knows my heart.
Yep. And that's the thing. And that's the thing. If we have you, once you are truly honest with yourself,
indeed,
you will understand why you're in the situation you're in.
Yeah.
Because it was one point in time where I was thinking, like, man, I'm tired of being a good man. I'm tired of it. I want to do this and that. And it had to be shown to me, if you go and do this like this person, would it make you feel better? Or are you just looking at what somebody else has?
That's the point.
And a lot of us don't understand. Because God showed me both sides once again: suburban life, city life. Living a suburban life, they still have the same problems as a city life. But it comes with, quote unquote, more money.
Right.
Or it comes with less money. The glitz and glamour, like they say, the grass ain't green always on the other side.
The grass can be fake.
It can be painted. And I know a lot. I knew some painted grass where I'm looking like,
you hear me?
Yo, the outside look good.
And the crazy thing is, though, at one point in time, we've all admired painted grass. So let's not, you know what I'm saying? We've all looked at it like, yo. But then when you realize, man, like, it doesn't grow. There's no growth in that grass.
No.
No.
So if you haven't, look, like I told you before it started, me and my wife, we've been married 14 years.
What's up?
7 of those 14 years, we did not love each other. Because year 1, year 2, lovey-dovey, honeymoon, everything. Year 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it was like
existing.
What the world did I do?
Yeah, we just existing. We not.
You're a roommate. I'm a roommate. All we talking about is money. I'm starting to sleep upstairs. You sleeping downstairs. I'm doing this. You doing that. It just came to a point where it was like,
what are we doing?
What are we doing? All right, well, so I was just to a point. I'm like, you know what? I drew up child support papers. I divorced her. I had them in a blue folder. That's how Pacific. It was a blue folder, and I'm like, well, I call it quits. And child support papers, I was gonna give her money for my stepkid.
Right.
That wasn't my kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Biologically, I'm.
But you,
hey,
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And so,
excuse me.
I literally, like I told you, I had a dream, and I seen my family, you know, in the house laughing, hot chocolate, everything, and it was a man with no face on it. And I'm looking, I'm like, what the? And I'm getting angry. But this is how it had to be shown to me.
Yeah.
You say you want to give this up? All right, I'm going to show you. Remember, this is the house that you've built so far. So you're going to let another man come in and just take.
Yeah.
But let me give it to him life. A lot of us men have given up our relationships to whereas another man has came in and just picked up where you've already built.
Instant. Add water.
And now he's taking the pride of what you've already built.
Yeah, indeed.
That's your family.
Indeed.
Sometimes we have to bite the bullet, and both sides, man and woman, admit their faults, their wrongs, and not live like what society say.
Man.
A lot of us African American families, we don't know what a healthy relationship is.
Indeed.
So we're going into it with trauma, baby daddy, baby mama trauma, family trauma.
Yeah.
And that was me and my wife.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yeah.
I trauma because I lost my parent.
Yeah.
My dad, substance abuse.
Yeah.
I'm going through life situations. She's going through trauma, you know, father not there, young teen mother. So we're going into a relationship with trauma and baggage that we feel like, oh, well, this is what society say a family's supposed to be like. But we had to now regroup ourselves and we live it according to how we want our family to live.
Indeed. Man, and that's good stuff. That's a good place to stop for today. I know we're a little bit over, but nonetheless, we do thank y'all for tuning in. Tyree, man, get us up out of here. What you want to say to the people?
Hey, I tell everybody, man, in order for us to see the light, we all now have to come back to what you said, community.
Common unity between you and I.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Men now need to get back and be men. Hey, if that baby mama, ex-wife, whatever, like, I need to be in my kid's life.
Yeah.
And I need to show my kids. So all I say is, man, a lot of people don't understand the mind of a man. The mind of a man is what truly will lead this world.
Indeed.
And the mind of a man has 1,000,001 things that people are, oh, well, you don't know. Yeah. The mind of a man is the seed of this world.
Indeed, man. Hey, we out of here until next time, man. So my challenge is, who's next?
Who's next?
We talking life. We talking life. We talking life. We talking life. We talking.